What if one small glass could wake up more than just your body? What if it could stir your energy, ignite your confidence, sharpen your focus, and yes, bring back that sense of spark and sensual aliveness that no one told you could still thrive after 60? Sounds like a stretch? Not at all, because for thousands of years, pomegranate juice has been treasured as the fruit of vitality, passion, and renewal. But today, science is catching up, and what it's revealing is nothing short of astonishing. This deep red elixir is packed with powerful compounds that don't just support heart health, they support hormone balance, blood flow, mood, memory, and even the quiet kind of confidence that makes you feel fully alive again. But here's the part nobody talks about. Most people drink it the wrong way. Or worse, they grab a version that's doing more harm than good. So in today's video, we're diving deep into the real benefits of pomegranate juice after 60, especially how it can support healthy aging, intimacy, and energy from the inside out. You'll discover the right time to drink it, what kind to choose, and 7 body systems it helps unlock, from your brain to your blood vessels to your libido. Stick around to the end because we'll also share one preparation tip that can triple the benefits, plus a bonus recipe you can start tomorrow morning. Let's get into it. Section 1. The real reason, energy, and desire. Dip after 60 and why it's not just aging. Let's get real for a moment. Most people assume that a drop in energy, motivation, or even desire after 60 is just a part of getting older. But the truth is much more nuanced and, in many cases, much more hopeful. Yes, the natural aging process brings changes to the body, but the real issue isn't just the passing of time. It's about what aging does to your circulation, hormone levels, and cellular energy. And here's the good news. All of these areas can be supported naturally. First, circulation begins to slow down. As we age, our blood vessels may lose some flexibility. That makes it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach the areas that need them the most, whether it's your brain, your muscles, or more intimate regions. Poor blood flow can lead to low energy, slow recovery, and yes, a quieted libido. Second, hormone levels decline. Testosterone, estrogen, DHEA. These are the hormones that once gave you zest, confidence, and drive. When they dip, it doesn't just affect intimacy. It can influence your mood, sleep quality, muscle tone, and how well you handle stress. And third, your cells begin producing less energy. Inside every cell are tiny powerhouses called mitochondria. Over time, they don't work as efficiently. That's one reason you might wake up feeling tired, even after a full night's sleep. So yes, aging plays a role, but it's not the whole story. And it's definitely not the end of the story, because there's something you can do about it. You can support these systems with something as simple as a glass of pomegranate juice. Pomegranate isn't just another fruit. It's a natural circulation booster, a gentle hormone supporter, and a rich source of antioxidants that help protect your cells from aging. And that's just the beginning. In the next section, you'll learn exactly how pomegranate juice works inside your body to support energy, desire, and overall vitality. What you discover might surprise you, and it just might inspire you to make one small change that leads to big results. Section 2. How pomegranate juice boosts circulation and why that matters after 60. Pomegranate juice might look like a simple ruby red drink, but inside every glass is a powerhouse of compounds that directly support the areas of the body most affected by aging, especially your circulation. One of the biggest challenges for people over 60 is poor blood flow. When circulation slows down, it doesn't just make your hands and feet feel cold. It can also cause fatigue, slower healing, brain fog, and reduced sensation and responsiveness in more personal areas of the body. For both men and women, that's a real issue because good circulation is essential for intimacy, focus, and vitality. This is where pomegranate steps in. Pomegranates are rich in something called polyphenols. These are natural plant chemicals that help relax blood vessels and increase the production of nitric oxide in the body. Nitric oxide is a compound that tells your blood vessels to open up, allowing more oxygen and nutrients to flow freely throughout your system. With better blood flow, you get more energy. Your skin gets a healthy glow, your brain gets sharper, and yes, your sexual organs become more responsive. simply because they're receiving the blood flow they need to function at their best. Several studies have shown that pomegranate juice can improve arterial function, lower blood pressure, and even help reverse signs of cardiovascular aging. It's been studied for its effects on erectile response in men and arousal response in women, with promising results in both. And the best part? These benefits don't come from a pill, a powder, or a prescription. They come from a natural fruit you can find in almost any store. All it takes is a small glass of high-quality pomegranate juice in the morning, and over time, your circulation begins to improve from the inside out. So if you've been feeling sluggish, disconnected, or just not quite like yourself, know this. It might not be your age. It might be your circulation, and that's something you can support starting today. Section 3. Pomegranate and hormonal balance, a natural support for libido after 60. As we get older, our bodies go through subtle but powerful hormonal shifts. For women, estrogen levels begin to decline after menopause. For men, testosterone gradually lowers year by year. These changes don't just affect your energy levels or metabolism, they also directly influence your mood, confidence, and libido. Now here's where pomegranate gets even more impressive. Pomegranates are one of the few fruits shown in studies to have a positive impact on hormonal health in both men and women. They contain natural compounds that help support the body's production of key sex hormones, including testosterone and estrogen, by acting as adaptogens. That means they help your body adapt to stress and maintain balance. In a study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition, men who drank pomegranate juice daily showed a measurable increase in testosterone levels, not just in the blood, but also in saliva, where bioavailable hormones can be tested more accurately. And these increases weren't massive spikes. They were gentle, steady rises that reflected improved overall hormone function. For women, the antioxidants in pomegranate have been linked to better estrogen metabolism, meaning fewer mood swings, more stable energy, and enhanced sexual responsiveness, even after menopause. This is important because intimacy after 60 is not just physical, it's deeply emotional and hormonal. A nourished body creates a nourished mind, and that can reignite confidence, desire, and connection in ways that feel natural and real. Even if you're not in a relationship, supporting your hormonal health has ripple effects across your entire well-being. You feel stronger, you sleep better, you feel more like yourself again. So when you sip a glass of pomegranate juice, you're not just enjoying a delicious drink. You're feeding your body the building blocks it needs to feel vital, connected, and hormonally balanced, without needing synthetic supplements or hormone replacement therapy. It's nature's way of saying, you're not done. You're still vibrant. Let's support that. Section 4. How pomegranate boosts your energy and lifts your mood. Let's be honest. Feeling low energy or emotionally flat can quietly take the joy out of everyday life. You might still go through the motions, take your walks, attend social events, but something feels dull. That natural spark, that sense of vitality, it fades. And unfortunately, many older adults are told, well, that's just aging. But what if it's not? What if part of the solution was sitting in your kitchen in the form of a ruby red fruit? Here's the truth. Fatigue and low mood are often linked to poor blood circulation, inflammation, and oxidative stress. And pomegranate is one of the few fruits that directly addresses all three. First, let's talk circulation. The natural nitrates and polyphenols in pomegranate juice help dilate blood vessels and improve oxygen delivery to tissues. That means better blood flow to the brain, the heart, and the muscles, all of which can help you feel more awake, more alert, and less sluggish. In fact, in a study on older adults published in Nutrition Journal, participants who drank pomegranate juice daily reported greater stamina and improved walking performance within just a few weeks. It wasn't a miracle. It was gentle, consistent support for the body's natural systems. Second, pomegranates are mood-supporting powerhouses. They contain compounds that reduce cortisol, the stress hormone. High cortisol levels can lead to anxiety, irritability, and even memory issues. Lowering cortisol naturally with pomegranate can create a sense of calm, better emotional balance, and improved resilience to daily stressors. And finally, antioxidants. Pomegranates are one of the richest sources of antioxidants among all fruits. These compounds protect your brain cells, slow age-related mental decline, and even reduce symptoms of depression, all without a single prescription pill. The best part? These changes don't feel forced. They don't come with side effects. It's just a slow return to clarity, lightness, and the natural rhythm of a well-functioning body. So whether you're feeling mentally foggy, emotionally drained, or physically tired, this isn't something you just have to accept. Your body still wants to heal. It still wants to shine. And with something as simple as a daily glass of pomegranate juice, you might just notice a shift. Not dramatic, not overnight, but real. A little more energy in your step, a little more ease in your smile. Section 5. Preparing pomegranate juice the right way for maximum benefits. By now, you've heard about all the amazing things pomegranate can do for your heart, your hormones, your energy, and even your emotional well-being. But here's something most people don't realize. How you prepare and consume pomegranate juice makes all the difference. The truth is, a lot of people are doing it wrong and missing out on the very benefits they're hoping for. Let's clear this up. First, fresh is always best. The bottled pomegranate juices you find in stores often come with added sugar, preservatives, and sometimes even artificial coloring. These extras not only cancel out the health benefits, but can cause blood sugar spikes, inflammation, and fatigue. The exact issues we're trying to heal. If possible, choose whole pomegranates and juice them yourself. It's simpler than it sounds. Here's how. Step 1. Roll the whole fruit gently on a countertop to loosen the seeds inside. Then cut it open and scoop out the jewel-like seeds, also called arils, into a bowl. Step 2. Place the seeds in a blender with just a splash of water. Blend for about 20 seconds, just enough to break the seeds and release the juice. Step 3. Pour the mixture through a fine strainer or cheesecloth into a glass. Press gently with the back of a spoon to extract all the juice. That's it. You now have a glass of freshly prepared, antioxidant-rich pomegranate juice with no added sugar and maximum nutritional power. Now here's a tip to enhance absorption. Drink your juice first thing in the morning or 30 minutes before a meal. This timing helps your body absorb the nutrients more efficiently, especially the polyphenols and vitamin C. And another bonus, you don't need a huge amount. Just half a glass a day, about 4 ounces, is enough to experience the benefits over time. This is especially important if you're watching your sugar intake, since even natural fruit sugars can add up. Remember, consistency matters more than quantity. One last thing. Some people ask, can I eat the seeds instead of juicing them? Absolutely. In fact, eating the arils whole gives you extra fiber, which helps digestion and blood sugar control. If your teeth or digestion prefer juice, go with that. But either way, you're nourishing your body with something that's been respected for centuries as a symbol of vitality, fertility, and strength. Now that you know how to prepare it the right way, let's gently wrap up with something even more important. How this all connects back to your emotional health, your confidence, and your connection to life itself. Section 6. Emotional wrap-up and final thoughts. Let's take a quiet moment together to reflect, not just on pomegranates or nutrition, but on something deeper. Because when we talk about improving sexual health, energy, or hormones after 60 or 70, we're really talking about something more than biology. We're talking about feeling alive again. We're talking about confidence, self-worth, and the kind of quiet spark that says, I still matter. My body still matters. My joy, my connection, my desires, they're not behind me. They're still mine to explore. And isn't that something worth nourishing? You see, everything we've talked about, blood flow, hormone balance, cellular health, mood regulation, it's all connected. And pomegranate juice isn't just a trendy superfood. It's a symbol, a simple, beautiful reminder that nature still has your back, that you can support your body gently, powerfully, without forcing anything or giving up who you are. You don't need a radical change. You don't need a dozen supplements or expensive treatments. Sometimes one small glass a day, taken with intention, can shift the way you feel in your body, in your relationships, and in your everyday joy. So here's what I invite you to do. Try it. Not just because of the science, though we've covered a lot of that, but because of what it represents. A choice to care for yourself, to feel good in your own skin, to support the part of you that still wants love, laughter, closeness, and vitality. Let that morning glass of pomegranate juice be your daily ritual. Not a chore, but a gift. And if this message speaks to you, if it reminds you of your power, your worth, your aliveness, I encourage you to share it. Maybe there's someone in your life who needs to hear this. A friend, a partner, a neighbor who's quietly searching for something to believe in again. Let's create that ripple together. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, this is your space for truth, for health, and for honoring your body at every stage of life. Because aging doesn't mean fading. It means rising into a new chapter, more connected than ever. Until next time, take care of yourself, hydrate with love, and remember you are still radiant, you are still powerful, and you are absolutely worth every drop of